Greetings. What follows is the distillation of over 10 years of personal investigation into yoga and other spiritual practices. As with all things, we all have our own unique strengths and challenges. These videos are meant to inspire and inform, but by no means are they to be taken as the absolute authority on these matters. I constantly refine my own practice and strive to learn more every day, and I would welcome you to do the same. When undertaking any physical or spiritual conditioning, always listen to your inner teacher who knows exactly what it is that you need. It is an honor to share my practice with you. Namaste. Chakra is a Sanskrit word which may translate as wheel or disc. Contextually, chakras are discs of energy within the body that correspond to various aspects of one's physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual self. In most systems, there are 7 main chakras situated along the spinal column, which, in the modern sensibility, correspond to the 7 colors of the visible light spectrum, Roy-G-Biv. Additional correspondences may be made according to the musical scale, the classical elements, the senses, and so forth. There is a rich tradition of yantras, special visualizations, for each chakra that incorporate layers of symbols. Chakras are also referred to as padmas, lotus flowers, in traditional texts, and so they can also be understood as blossoming apertures of energy, the petals of which contain further meaning. We will examine each of the chakras in detail and explore simple exercises to balance and empower them each. The lowest chakra is situated at the base of the spine, between the tailbone and the pubic ridge, specifically in the perineum. Its Sanskrit name is Muladhara, the root foundation. It is associated with the sense of smell, and thus the nose and memory, the element of earth, and the basic drive of survival. Its energy is of the lowest, densest frequency, apana, the descending force, and is responsible for the elimination of wastes, both physically and psychically. In addition to this, Muladhara is in charge of building up a solid foundation for our earthly existence through the absorption of nutrients, and so it also governs our physical well-being. When Muladhara is functioning well, we feel strong and secure, capable of living in the world. When its energy is faltering, we feel insecure and fearful, and may have difficulties in maintaining our health. Some would say that one's finances are also tied up with Muladhara, as the riches of the earth are the foundation of all currencies, and money is used by most to secure food, shelter, clothing, and all material comforts. Traditionally, this chakra can be visualized as a 4-petaled lotus of a deep red color. On each petal is a golden Sanskrit letter, Vam, Shum, Sum, Sum. These vrittis can be seen as further aspects of the main chakra: highest bliss, innate bliss, heroic bliss, and the bliss of union. The interior yantra is a square of golden earth. The elephant, the mightiest of land animals, resides here, its 7 trunks representing the 7 minerals vital to life, known in Sanskrit as the Sapta Dhatu. We may ride this mighty beast, sure, in our place on the earth. Above the elephant is a downward-pointing triangle, representing Shakti, or the feminine creative principle which makes up all of manifest reality. Within this triangle is a smoky Shivalingam, a representation of the individual astral self, not simply a phallic symbol, wrapped 3.5 times by a lightning serpent. This is Kundalini, the little coiled one, and represents the spark of divinity that is dormant within us all. The 3 coils representing the 3 gunas, tamas, rajas, and sattva, and the half representing the possibility of transcending the gunas. Another name for this serpent is Mahakala, the great black one, the endless time. Within Muladhara lies the embers of life that, once sufficiently stoked, allows for a new life to begin, an endless union with consciousness. Now, as the center of apana, letting go, and elimination, Muladhara represents a challenge that the vast majority of humanity has struggled with. Instead of mastering our earthly energies, most of us are in an adversarial relationship with the earth. Sickness, starvation, traumatic injury, and death are very real realities for all of us on this plane of existence. Not only that, but our entire motivations and psychologies become driven by earthly desires for sexual and other sensory satisfaction, and the stories of our traumas and triumphs. All the neuroses of humanity lies here. The longing of earthly separation, too much to bear. The central goal of yoga is the union of opposites. The energy of the root must rise against the natural downward flow of apana in order to unite with the crown. It is through the mastery of the root chakra that all serious spiritual practice may begin. And though it is easy to falter along the way, such a mastery would bring courage and strength enough to overcome the usual wear of the elements and our traumas and live heroically. And so it is that we rise from the stagnant, frozen earth of tamas into the boiling waters of rajas. While true mastery of apana will come only after quite considerable determined focus, an easy way to begin is through the mastery of mulabandha, the root lock. Apana is the descending energy, the waterfall that carries away spent energy from the body. While that is certainly useful for letting go of waste, sometimes you have something precious that you would like to hold on to, so having the drain open is not what you want. In the body, the PC muscles form the bottom of the pelvic bowl. They connect the pubic ridge in the front to the coccyx and sacrum in the rear. Mulabandha is a matter of cinching, contracting these concentric rings of muscles, very much like the popular women's exercise Kegels. It is also very similar to stopping the flow of urine in midstream. While the perfected lock is very specific, you can recruit a lot of neighboring muscles in the beginning. Go ahead and clench the anus, pull in the genitals, have the navel pull in towards the spine. And as you become more familiar with things, you can zone back into just the region of the perineum or the clitoris and tighten quite powerfully. With mastery of mulabandha, you can halt the normal flow of apana, and with practice, even redirect it upwards into the rest of the chakra system. By doing so, you can reserve energy that is normally wasted. This upward flow is the beginning of union. You can practice mulabandha at any time, really. No one will know what you are doing. Try holding and releasing rapidly, then slowly holding and slowly releasing, and then try holding it and continue to hold while you breathe normally. Uh, in many of the sequences to follow, we will use mulabandha at strategic points in the practice to collect and redirect energy. Above the triangle is the bija for Muladhara, Lam. It can also be pronounced Lang, the ng sound. It's slightly deeper, vibrating at a slightly deeper frequency than the mm. In either case, try to feel the vibration of the bija stirring in the perineum. You may use this screen to meditate upon and recite the bija as long as you like, internally, in the mind's hearing, in a hushed tone, in a normal tone, in a singing tone, or loudly. When you are ready for the physical exercises, continue on to the next video, and feel free to use the bija or visualizations throughout the entire sequence, even adding mulabandha as you feel comfortable.